famous. לא לקלים המרוץ, ולא לגיבורים המלחמה, ולא לחכמים לחם. Listen to this. People thought they are fast and they're going to win the race first place. They read only the end line, the
finish line.
The finish line, and they collapsed or fall or tripped on something a few steps before. They were ahead of everyone else. There's some people think that their wisdom can bring them parnasa, livelihood. I know personally more than one guy that is computer literate. Doesn't know how to operate a phone.
Wow.
He still have the flip one. And he makes money, and engineers works for him.
Wow.
They have a construction company. They works for him.
That's amazing.
The engineers went to the university, college, worked for so many years to get the degree and experience. It's all depends on blessing, God's blessing. That's it.
Yeah.
The more the better. Asael in the Bible, the Tanakh, lives in the time of King David.
Mm-hmm.
He was so fast. Even a horse, a cheetah couldn't beat him. He was well known.
Wow.
Who killed him? Avner. Avner tricked him. One day we'll discuss how he tricked him. He asked him a question, Allah, and he killed him. Avner, it was so strong. He was the minister of defense, and he was a great soldier in Saul's army. One day when King David sneaked to get from Shaul the spears, and Avner was close to him, and he has legs. They're saying it's easier to remove, an elephant than his leg. It turns out that he sneaked under the legs of Avner, and at some point, Avner during the night stretched his hand over David. David got stuck. It's night, nobody noticed.
Wow.
David is about to leave, and he got stuck between Avner Benner's legs. David HaMelech started to scream, to cry to Hashem, Mima Shir HaMa'alot, Mima Makim, Karaticha, Hashem save me. If this guy wake up, they kill me. They were looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Hashem sent mosquito. Gave this big Avner strong and a little bite. And Avner just moved the leg a little bit. David was able to move.
Wow.
A mosquito.
It's amazing.
Hashem sent a germ. Something you don't even see. Maybe in microscope. To the strongest people, Goliath. And he bedridden for, a week or so.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You don't even know. A virus. Shlomo. Who was more smart and more wisdom than Shlomo?
Right.
Shlomo himself got to the point that 3 years he has to walk around the land of Israel, having one staff in his hand, an old jar of water, a little bit dried bread, asking people to tell them, give him food. Many of them didn't recognize him.
Wow.
And that was his punishment. Okay, someone else was in Yerushalayim instead of him. It's for another time to call. As King Solomon wrote it himself, Lo lechachamim lechem. Don't you ever think that your wisdom will bring you the livelihood. Big mistake.
Wow.
And it's easy to get mistaken. Very easy. Take Doeg and Achitophel, also from the Tanakh. They were the greatest advisor ever. Smart. They're younger. They died. They're younger than 34, 35, because they were wicked. They trusted their own wisdom, and they died at young age. This parasha we're reading, Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Who is God? Hava nitchakma lo. Let's be wise against the Jews.
Mm-mm.
And he got 10 plagues.
Yeah.
He lost his army. Has to flee to Nineveh. He almost drowned. Year of suffering. He thought he's so great. He's so smart. He's on the top of the world. did one mistake. He fought against God. He fought against God's children. Whoever fight and stress the Jewish people, at the end of the day, will pay a very high price. There's two kinds of people that can be on the top of the world. One that stress the Jewish people, and one that support them. The one that stretch them will be on the top of the world, but his day will come and go to hell. Another one help the Jewish people, support them. He'll be also on the top of the world, but he goes to heaven. So you can choose. As it says, Kol hametzer liYisrael na'asa rosh. Anybody that stress the Jewish people become a leader, become a very famous person among his people. It's just for a temporary time. Because there are sins and so forth and so on. So, what's the solution? Submit before God. I would like to maybe conclude. Remember in our story in the times of the Peleoets, Eliezer Papo was a guy well known in the community that he was very sick, and even the doctor couldn't help him. So he went to the rabbis and asked for them to pray for him, something we discussed in the very beginning. And the rabbis gathered and they did a fast day and shofarot and a special seudah, special meal with so much blessing. And the guy was there. And they're doing the shofarot around them, and they with the Sefer Torah, and all the Mekubalim, great rabbis. I'm telling you, on the level of Mekubal, very holy. Everybody fasted because this guy was very important. He was supporting the yeshivot, the Beit Knesset. He was very wealthy. At the end of the day, he died. One of the Mekubalim, the rabbis, couldn't bear it. He says, "I'm continuing my fast till they tell me from Shamayim in the dream what happened here." We did everything on the book. At night in the Halom, in the dream, he got the message. And the message was, you did everything correctly. One thing was missing. One thing was missing for your prayers. And the ceremony and everything. And it's called submission. You thought that you're going to bring the remedy. I'm going to do the shofar, it's going to be fine. My prayers, don't worry, it's not the first time. I know the procedure. Go to ceremony, we do Dvar Torah, and then we do this, and the end of the shofarot, with this. Even the rabbis thought that they're going to bring the refuah shelema. What's missing was the submission. Achna'ah before Hashem. Put your hand down and says, Hashem, it's only from you. Every time you go to pray before Hashem, you do it with submission. You open the gates of tefillah, go directly to Hashem. Okay. God, you know I deserve it. I did today tzedakah, and I did this, and I help, and I did this and that. I'm supporting this and that. There's no submission. There's submission before God.
Wow.
So you give it for the sake of showing off. It's not a mitzvah. When you submit before God, you trust only parnasah is from Him. You won't work on Shabbat. You won't work on holidays. You don't cheat and lie your customers or anybody you will interact with. People think that they make money on Shabbat. They make money on Shabbat. More than someone that doesn't make on Shabbat. More customers come. But the rule says the following. You will never gain any benefit for breaking and transgressing the laws of God. You might see it now. It comes from the Satan, from the Yetzer Hara. It comes from the evil inclination, from the Satan, from the evil. There is no blessing in this money. You have to use it for tickets, for doctors, for many bad things that you have to spend the money. In one hand, you see more money comes, but much more expenses.
Wow.
If you keep Shabbat, you keep Haggim, you keep Hashem's Torah and Mitzvot, you get little, but it's blessing. Remember what I told you? It's better to have, I prefer to have $100 from Hashem with blessing than $1 million in my bank account without blessing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
And you can get only blessing when you trust Hashem completely, following His Torah and Mitzvot. You will never lose when you're doing mitzvah. Nevertheless, it seems like it. Hey, I'm keeping Shabbat and I don't make money. I give tzedakah and I have less money. No. Melach mamon haser. You know how you preserve meat? With salt. You know what's salt for the money? What's the salt for the money? Tzedakah. You want to keep your money, but hey, I have $1,000. I give 100. I have only 900. It's 900 with blessing. Better than to keep the 1,000 and get $300 penalty on something.
Yeah.
Or buying I don't know, some type of product that will break after a few days. Hashem a different way to take the money out of you. You can use it for tzedakah. You can use it for something else, and you lost the money, and you get angry, you get upset.
Right.
So who we should trust, a man or a woman? Neither one. We should not even trust ourselves. We should trust only one God. And we do that, Hashem give us blessing in our life, in the children, in the parnasah. We work less hours, we don't work more than 8 hours a day. Hashem give you only, open only every gate for you. You'll see it. It takes time. You know, not only to believe it, you have to live by it.
Okay.
Not just to say, yeah, I trust God, and then you're confused. So what did I do? What to do? What should I work? If you trust Hashem, you have a target, go for it all the way. Hashem will send you enough signs to know if this is good for you or bad for you.
Okay.
If the profession you chose is good or bad. Usually when things go smoothly, and you see, if you don't break Torah and Mitzvot, it's a good sign. If you see that you have to, it doesn't work, always something happened, it's from Shamayim, they're watching you. They want to help you. It means this is not for you.
Okay. Okay.
We trust only one, only God, God of the Hebrew. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. On behalf of Ohev Israel Foundation, I want to thank everybody. Please subscribe to our YouTube that Shaul does. I want to thank everybody. So Jesse for editing, all the participants. God bless. Kol Tuv. Chodesh Tov.